Code blue, patient in critical condition. Sarah rushed into the room. When she saw the face of the patient having cardiac arrest, she froze. Michael Carson. She thought she had lost him 25 years ago. Now he was here, fighting death. Sarah had 30 seconds. Would she save him? Sarah's hands were trembling. The defibrillator was ready, but she couldn't move. This face, this damned face. How many nights had she seen this face in her nightmares? How many times had she imagined those eyes looking at her, that cruel smile appearing on his lips? "Sarah, intervene immediately," Dr. Williams shouted. "No pulse, no breathing." But Sarah was still frozen. A film reel seemed to be playing in her mind. 1998, Westfield High School, 9th grade. Sarah Davis was 14 years old then. With her thick glasses, overweight body, and shyness, she was the easiest target at school. Michael Carson was the complete opposite. Popular, handsome, the football team's star. "Hey, pig Sarah," Michael's voice echoed in the hallway. "Do you smell like a monster again today?" Sarah tried to bow her head and walk quickly, but Michael and his friends had already surrounded her. "Look at me when I'm talking." Michael grabbed Sarah's glasses and threw them on the ground. "How dare you come to this school?" When the glasses fell to the ground, Sarah became blind. She put her hands on the ground and started searching for her glasses. Michael and his friends were laughing. "Crawl on the ground, pig! Ha ha ha! Look how she's crawling like a pig!" This scene was repeated for 4 years, every day, in different ways. Lockers, bathrooms, cafeteria. No place was safe. Michael had systematically turned Sarah's life into hell. The worst was graduation night. Sarah had gathered her courage and went to the school prom. She wore the only dress her mother had bought, had her hair done. Maybe she could feel normal for once, but Michael was there. "Ha ha, look who's here. Pig Sarah is wearing a prom dress." The whole hall started laughing. "What are you doing here? Who invited you?" When Sarah ran away from the prom and went home that night, she looked in the mirror and made a decision. One day, I'll make them pay for this pain. Sarah, now." Dr. Williams's voice brought Sarah back to reality. Michael Carson was lying there, 39 years old, pale, on the brink of death. He was no longer that strong, popular kid. His hair had fallen out, his face was filled with tired lines. But he was still Michael, the Michael who ruined Sarah's life. Sarah took the defibrillator in her hand. This was her chance for revenge. She could wait 30 more seconds. She could neglect to intervene. Who would know? "Michael Carson," Sarah whispered. She looked at the photo on the man's ID card. Married, father of 2 children. This detail stopped Sarah. 2 children. Maybe children her age. 2 voices were fighting in Sarah's head. "Don't save him! It's time! He killed you, now you kill him too! No, you're a nurse, you took an oath. You said, 'I will do no harm.'" "Sarah!" Dr. Williams screamed. "We're losing him!" The monitor was flatlining. Michael's life was in Sarah's hands. At that moment, Sarah remembered something. Her first day at nursing school. Her teacher had said, "Nursing is not just a medical profession. It is the highest form of humanity. You will save lives, no matter whose life it is." Sarah knocked on the door. She saw Dr. Thompson entering. "Sarah, what are you waiting for? Defibrillator." Sarah took a deep breath. She placed the defibrillator on Michael's chest. "Stand back!" Shocking. Whoomp! Michael's body jumped. The monitor was still flatlining. "Again!" Sarah shouted. "Stand back!" Whoomp! This time a signal came, weak but present. "We have a pulse, very weak but there." Dr. Williams was relieved. Sarah started CPR. 1, 2, 3. She was pressing Michael's chest with her hands. With each compression, old memories came alive in her mind. 14, 15. Michael's face began to gain color. 26, 27. Tears were flowing from Sarah's eyes. "Live, damn it, live." Michael half opened his eyes. He looked at Sarah. He didn't recognize her for the first second. Then his eyes widened. "Sarah? Sarah Davis. Sarah stopped. You recognized me. Michael's eyes filled up. How could I not? You saved me? Sarah said nothing. She just checked the monitors. Sarah, Michael's voice was hoarse. I was a very bad person back then. Don't talk, Sarah spoke in a cold voice. Rest. But Michael continued. I have children, Sarah. Twin daughters. They're 9 years old. If they knew I bullied someone like you, they would be ashamed of me. This sentence struck Sarah's heart. The next day, Sarah entered Michael's room. The man was awake and waiting for Sarah. I want to talk, said Michael. There's nothing to talk about. There is, a lot. Michael sat up. Sarah, I'm aware of what I did to you in high school. I haven't forgotten those days. I never forgot. Sarah crossed her arms. Oh, you didn't forget? Then why did you continue? Because, Michael stopped. Because I was struggling too. My father beat me at home. My grandfather was an alcoholic. I was taking that pain out on you. That's not an excuse. I know, Michael shouted. I know it doesn't justify anything. But, Sarah, I changed. I got married, had daughters. I never laid a hand on them. I make sure they never bully any child. Sarah leaned forward. What about me? What was I supposed to become? Do you know how many times I thought about suicide in those 4 years? Michael's eyes filled up. I didn't know. Sarah, I'm sorry. I'm truly sorry. Sarah walked toward the door, but she stopped. Michael. Yes? I became a nurse because I know what it's like to suffer. You made me suffer, but I chose to ease others' pain. Michael bowed his head. You're a much stronger person than me. Sarah turned back. I'm not strong. Last night when I was saving you, I almost gave up. But then I thought about your daughters. My daughters. Yes. They don't deserve to lose their father. Just like you did to me back then. I don't want innocent people to suffer. Michael started crying. Sarah, how can I make amends? Sarah thought for a long time. Be a good father to your daughters. Teach them what bullying means, and never make any child suffer again. After Michael recovered, he wrote a letter to Sarah. Dear Sarah, I don't know how to thank you for saving my life, but more importantly, thank you for reminding me of my humanity. I told my daughters your story. Now they're starting an anti-bullying club at their school. You didn't just save me physically, you saved me spiritually. Now I can look at myself in the mirror. If you allow it, my daughters want to thank you. Forever grateful, Michael. Sarah smiled after reading the letter. For the first time in 25 years, she truly smiled. 6 months later, Sarah was sitting in the hospital cafeteria. 2 little girls and Michael entered through the door. The girls ran to Sarah. Are you Nurse Sarah? One asked. Yes, I'm Sarah. Our daddy said you brought him back to life. Thank you. Sarah hugged them. Michael was watching from afar, his eyes full. Girls, Sarah leaned toward the girls. Your daddy's a very good person now. Take good care of him, okay? Okay, Nurse Sarah. Michael came over. Michael, Sarah stopped him. The past is in the past. Now we only look forward. Michael nodded. Thank you, Sarah, for everything. As Sarah walked away, she turned and looked. Michael was laughing with his daughters, playing with them. He had become a good father. That night when Sarah returned home, she looked in the mirror. For the first time, she felt truly beautiful. Because she hadn't taken revenge, she had forgiven. And this had truly set her free. Sometimes life's greatest victories are not the wars we win, but the revenge we give up. That night, Sarah didn't just save a life. She saved 2 souls, Michael's and her own. Forgiveness is not weakness. Forgiveness is the greatest strength. This story reminds us that we shouldn't let our past define us. Sarah chose not to remain a victim. Michael chose not to remain guilty. Both chose to change. And sometimes, all it takes to change is an opportunity. Sarah gave Michael that opportunity that night. Michael deserved it. Everyone in this world deserves a second chance. Sarah learned this truth that night in the hospital room. Did this story remind you of something? Share in the comments. And if you were moved by this story, don't forget to like and subscribe, because every story has a hidden life lesson.